All right. What's up, you comic book junkies? This is Golden Age Blues Part 2. Like Part 1, I threw in a couple silvers at the beginning to just, because you had to show them. They're on the wall, they look beautiful, they had to be shown. All right, strap it in, get your drink, go to the bathroom, and get back, because we're going to look at some really killer Golden Age comics. Here we go.
Watch Nighttiger comic.
Tiger comic.
Tiger comic. Nighttiger comic. Tiger comic.
What? Nighttiger comic?
Nighttiger comic.
You never know what you're missing.
Okay, second appearance of Ghost Rider. Really nice copy of that. Number 6. Did I say silver? This is a bronze. October 1972. Yeah, I got it right. This is a killer book. I read it. The art is just so good in here. Mike Plug. Guys, I get excited showing these comics that I get tongue twisted so easy. Look at the blues on there. When the blues come calling, I hope it's Marvel Spotlight number 6. Death. Cry the angels from hell. Next up, Millie, the model. I ain't going to be careful what I say about this one. But she's a cheerleader here, guys, and she's in her cheerleader outfit. Cheerleading the Millie style. And Cleopatra, 1966. I saw this on the website called eBay, and it was like I was hypnotized. I had to have it. Not in my wheelhouse, but this book is beautiful, guys. It's pretty decent shape. One of my favorite books in the collection. This has such great stories. It has a Hitler story in it. It has Captain Marvel battling Santa. I mean, come on. It's the second appearance of Mary Marvel. And I don't know, but they did who is this? CC Beck did a great job of drawing her. Look at how her eye slits like Captain Marvel's with some eyelashes on it. This is a cool comic, man. I love this book. And you're going to see this. So, guys, get ready because the annual Nighttiger Christmas special is coming up December 10th. We got Jerry the Jitterbug co-hosting. We have Steve Caldwell. We have Alan, I forget his last name, the Comic Collector Geek. And I think we're going to have Collecto 6 on with us. And it's going to be strictly Golden Age Christmas and winter covers. And we'll be doing some big giveaways. So we got Fire Hair, Fiction House, weird title. The title changed after the second issue to Pioneer West Romances. And that the last 2 issues changed back. From the beginning was Fire Hair Comics. To the end, it was just Fire Hair. But really cool character, unique, Western good girl, nice blue cover, number 3. And that was from spring 1950. I believe Alan, the Comic Collector Geek's also trying to complete this run. I may have completed it. I am not sure. I have to check. Oh, I was happy to find this Ogden Whitney cover or comic. I haven't read it yet. Just a beautiful, gorgeous book. He's a little damaged here, but that blue, that red dress, her look in her eye. It's a really great cover. This guy looks a little too funny. So we just not look at him and just look at it like that. Here, let's get a closer look. What do you think? Looks much better without that guy right there. He looks so doofy. But nonetheless, ACG, giant 52 page, by no less. Oh, man, another great one. Stripesy and the Star Spangled Kid in Star Spangled Comics, number 6, Streamlined Action. March, let's take a guess, March 1940. Look at the blue, so dark. It's like midnight blue. That moon. 1942, guys and gals. So far, what's your favorite one? Guess who this artist is? That's right, it's Matt Baker. I sounded like Beauty Comics there for a minute. That's right, Beauty Comics. Number 15, Wartime Romances. In here, you can pick a new boyfriend. from the GI listing. But no dollar dates for this chick. She told him $2, and he's like, nope, sorry, ma'am. From 1953. Another Fire Hair. See, like I told you, number 11, Fire Hair. No comics, no Pioneer Western romances. And she is just being taken out by the bad guys. We got Bondage. We got Wolves of the Overland Trail here. You can see how that book just shines, that blue and that yellow. Warrior Maid of the Wild Dakotas. Ooh. Avon the Saint, which was a television show from Britain. He smashes communist menace. And then Val Kilmer actually did the movie in the early 2000s. I think it was. That was not a bad movie. I liked it. This is pretty low grade. One of the ones, not a Good Girl cover, but it is what it is. And if it's not Good Girl, it's still kind of tough to get. Personal Love with Esther Williams and Howard Keel. MGM Stars. Wow. You got a little cheesecake going. You got a little blue. You got a little yellow and Personal Love. Number 8 from March 1951. Now we have Rough Riders. I believe this is also a very small publisher. I do have it on the back, I hope. Western Rough Riders number 3. A Hughes cover. Not Adam. Whoops. This is number 52. I don't have the publisher. Huh. That sucks. I think it's Stanley Morris or something like that. Tom Mix again. I showed one in the first video, number 7. This is number 4. This is a giveaway book. You had to send in some box tops from the cereal. Ralston Purina, which was kind of like oatmeal. It was a hot cereal. And I don't know if you had to send any money or not, but these series is just really top notch. I recommend picking it up. The art, the stories, all great. You will not be sorry. Oh, nice LCS pickup from Gainesville. Nice store stamp right there. So shout out to All Star Comics. Nice blue in the background. Two gun western starring Apache Kid. And just a cool Atlas book. It's one of those wide ones. They hadn't shortened it yet. It's from 1951. And then this. What are you doing in there? This is not Golden Age, man. But I believe it reprints Golden Age stories from some crime books. So Super Comics, number 15, Danger. Just a cool pier cover. They're about to shove the guy over. You got the good, cool looking chick on there. And then you got the cops waiting down below in the water. Love picking up these Super Comics. You can always find these really inexpensive. Blondie! Feature book, number 42. Oh, what is her? Penny Singleton? Oh my goodness. I had a crush on her as a kid. She played Blondie in the serials. And they were done so well. They were funny. I still watch them to this day. So this is a feature book. It's published by David McKay. So there you go. You got Blondie at her vanity. And I think they're all falling on the toys or something. I don't know what's going on here. Comic Cavalade. Shout out again to my brother Steve Ogden, Charlton 66. This was an AOK that he sent me. Again, the first, I don't know how many issues, like 8 or 9 were superheroes. Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and Flash. I forget who it was. I think it was Green. I don't remember. You have to look. But anyways, became Funny Animal. You got Nutsy Squirrel, Hippity Hop Frog. I forget these guys over here. September 1952. There you go, from the collection of Steve Ogden. Dang, I get a good memory. And then you got your All-Star or Sparkling Stars from Holyoke. These books are really scarce, but you can find them. They pop up here and there, and sometimes not too much. So I always buy them when I can. They're less than $30. That's number 19. And this one is from what year? 1946. So there you go. You got All-Star Cast, Floating Heads. Okay, we got quite a bit more. We got Modern Comics, July number 99, 19. I think this is 52, 1950 with a nice date stamp. I just like this one because of the fishbowl cover. You know, the space theme. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense why they have these helmets, but yet Eric can just go right up, blow right up her skirt. This is a killer book from 1946. It's the first old witch who narrates a horror story, preceding EC by 7 years. But just a killer skull cover. Next up, All Flash number 15. Shout out to my buddy, Jesse Simon. He gifted this to me when we met up in New York from what is this from? It's 1944. It's got a horror story in here. 3 complete new adventures of Flash, fastest man alive. Really nice looking teal on that thing. Jay Garrick, the Flash. Next we have a war comic by Ace. It doesn't have a number. War Heroes. I think this is 1952, Korean War. Anytime I find these in pretty decent shape, you know, for like $12, $15, I'll pick them up, put them in the collection. Nice blue cover. The next one, oh shoot. Sorry guys, this is actually silver, so I apologize in advance, but it is British. It's reprints of American comics, probably from Charlton. But you got 2 robots on the cover there. Very cool. Nice blue cover, very deep blue. Big 68 pages. And I didn't realize this was in here. But you got to show that one. It came off the wall. Obviously an homage to the movie Twins. You got Wolverine. And you got Mr. Fix-It. Nice high-grade copy. That blue just sparkles. And back to the golden age. Orbit Publishers, Wanted Comics. I got to put a new bag on that. November 1949, just a really nice Good Girl cover. There are some cool books in this one that have horror covers and stuff, so keep an eye on them. Once in a while, I'll type Wanted Comics, Golden Age Era, new listing, or not new listings, but a regular listing, and then see what's up on eBay. Bruce Gentry, this was a comic strip in the 40s or 50s, I don't remember. 1948, this is number 8, Good Girl cover. Nice detail on this dress, I love it. Look at that dress. Superior Publisher, which is from Canada. These are really scarce also. Then we have up some Farrell comics because it's Tex Farrell. Pride of the West, number 1. Happy to get this. I read it this summer, and man, this book was really good. I love finding these little gems where the stories are just so really, you get sucked in and become part of the story. Before you know it, you don't even know you're reading a comic. Another happy to get this one. I think this is a pedigree. It's got an A on it. Ross Andrew cover. I call this the Deadly Legs cover. So Joe Yank, number 11, 1953. Yep. Let's take a look at those legs. This is a great cover. Then we just have a regular in between. Justice Traps the Guilty. 1954, number 6. Good Girl cover. Shooting Gallery. Always a Cop. Where's a cop when you need one? That's what I always say. Okay, so we got some popular comics with a superhero cover. This is Professor Superman and Son, so that's Son. I don't even know if they ever gave him an actual official name. but a nice train cover. Not that dynamic, but, you know, it's golden age. It's superhero. And it was cheap. June number 64. What year is this? 1947. Let's get rid of those. Next up, Justice Traps the Guilty once again. November 1954. Here we have counterfeit cover. True FBI stories. A nice dealer mark right there. Then we have this. So this is weird. This is actually the Canadian print. Early issue True Picture magazine. I think they changed the title to True something else after a couple issues. But this is the Canadian print of a comic book about American heroes. And you can even see it right there. It says Build a Better Canada. All new, number 4. I actually had a hard time tracking information on this book, but I did find it. And this is a huge book, too. I don't even have a date on this. Next up, we have some Hillman with Western Fighters. Buckskin Benson, Scout of the West. Some Dynamites about jumping up and down on their cart while they're trying to get away from the bad guys. All right, really, really cool comic coming up, guys. I've seen this one for years, and when I found it at an affordable price, I couldn't believe it. Al Avison cover, July 46, Green Hornet, all new comics, number 13. Look at that gun right there. Look at that. Look at that gun. Look at that. So cool. Why does he have a dragonfly on his mask? I don't know. Okay, next up we have Street and Smith, number 1. Won this in an auction for $27 shipped. It has a Hitler story right here inside. This is really cool. It's a lot of like historical facts and stuff like that, real stories. The art in here, guys, the art in here is really atrocious. It's horrible. It's like they hired like a 10-year-old to do the art. I hear you, Buster. I don't like it either, but... Oh, baby, what's the matter? I don't know about you guys. You have cats like mine. It's like they get this burr up their butt and they just want to be loved, and nothing you can do. They just keep stalking me until I pick them up and hold them for a while. And that was Buster B. So here we have Bomber Comics, number 3. I just seen this on the wall while I was talking with or holding Buster. This is from 1944. The truth is, guys, I could probably do another 5 videos of blue covers. There's just so many of them and so many great ones. All right, we're moving on to Youthful again. We're going to show another Gunsmoke. I think I showed one last Blues video. This is number 15, October 51. Nice dealer stamp right there. Love it. Nice cover. A lot of Good Girl in this series, but this isn't one of them, obviously. Blazing Stories of the West. Here we have August 44, Spitfire Comics, 132. The other issue is the Good Girl one. That's the one that's really, really a lot of money. There is a copy of this on eBay right now for $50, I believe. So if you want it, go get it. This is a book you want to have in your collection. Has a little signature up there. We're getting close to the end on this. Again, another All-Star. This is Sparkling All... I don't know why I call it All-Star. Sparkling Stars, number 13. It's like a Tarzan. That's not Tarzan. It's their character. Is that his name? Alibaba. But this is just a really eclectic title. Has so many different variety. Like it says, variety features, detective, animation, sports, true. Really cool title. It's by Holyoke. These are really scarce. Sometimes that people ask a lot, and sometimes you can get them affordable because nobody really knows what they are. So this is from May 46. Next up, we have another. I don't know if it's another. I did show these maybe in the last issue, or the last video. King Comics. What number is this? December 104. So this is a later one. This is David McKay. So I guess the egg wasn't cooked all the way there. Popeye cover, Wimpy, 1944. And these are affordable. You can find these for less than 12 bucks on eBay. Next, we have Super Snipe. Now, we showed a Super Snipe, I believe, in the last video. He's the boy with the most comic books in America, and he's always imagining and making believe about that he's a superhero. It's a really good title, guys. It's written by I think it's the artist that writes it to, Marquis, and he does a great job. It's really, you feel like it's coming from like the mentality of a real kid. So great World War II cover where he's catching the bomb. This one isn't all that scarce. It comes up pretty frequent, so keep an eye out for it. That's from October 43. If you don't, I might snag me a second copy of that. I've actually been looking for one. This thing is gorgeous. It's a great concrete shoes cover. I love it. I don't know who does this cover, but it's number 54, Headline Comics. Just a really, really nice blue background, deep blue sky. Nice green reflections on the water. The art is really good on this. This is from 1952. This book, when I bought it, they weren't that pricey, but I don't know if it was me or showing it or what, but now I see the prices on this go up to like kind of a key level. Okay, what do we got? We got 2 books left. Shout out to my buddy Lawrence. Was it Lawrence? Yeah, I think Lawrence Everett. He used to be at a channel called The Go-To Geeks. And if you're from way back on YouTube, you remember those guys. They were cool. They were funny. They had big books. But this is the giveaway issue because you can see there's no date on it. There's no price. There is actually one that they did put on the newsstands. So Captain Gallant of the Foreign Legion. You see how high grade that is? I did watch a video where one of the comic book LCS owners talked about warehouse finds. And this was one of them. This was a warehouse find. So that's why it's so high grade. This is Buster Crabbe. He played Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers in the serials. So very cool. So down to the last 2. This is actually the last issue of Famous Funnies. 217 with a Buck Rogers cover. Very, very cool. I didn't know this was the last issue. I've had it for a while, and then I looked it up. So it is pretty tough to get. You can imagine the print low was pretty low on this. I'm not even sure if they canceled this because nobody was reading it, because I think a lot of kids love this title. I think it just had to do with the era of his mass hysteria that was being perpetrated by Worthman and whoever that guy is, and all these Senate hearings, you know, these people getting involved in places they had no idea to be involved, because whose responsibility is for what your children read? It is the parents, not the government, not your psychologist, not anybody else, mom and dad. And they took that power away from the parents and caused a scare throughout the country. And if you want to read more about that, check out the 10 Cent Plague book. You could probably find a $10 copy on eBay. It really goes into depth about Worthman, I don't forget his name, and the scam that he perpetrated upon the nation. And the last book, big book, Harry Chesler, high grade, 1944, and there's actually no date in this book. That's a Ken Battlefield cover, Skyrocket Comics. This is in the top 20 in my collection. I just happened to get lucky on this book many, many, many years ago on eBay. Because try to find it now, and if you find it, people are going to ask you probably around $800 for this book. So that's it for the blue covers. Tell me what you think. What was your favorite one? Did you have anything to add? Did I miss any books that I should have shown? You tell me. Challenge to the community. Let me name my homies: Mark Allen, George Perez, Roger Perez, Steve Codwell, Steve Ogden. I'd say Jerry, but I don't think Jerry's going to find time to do it. Most of us may not, but Yeah, do some blue covers. Golden Age, do Silver Age, do whatever. Just show us some cool comics. Night Tiger, peace out.